Working in palliative care, seeing a lot of death, I was curious to know how it makes you feel about, your own mortality,
Mm.
and do you have any particular insights you can share about what working in palliative care has done for your view on life and death?
I think so, and I guess that's come with some years of experience
Mm.
and seeing patients. I think one of a couple of things. One is the sense of how precious life is, and that can be as evident in a 27-year-old who's dying versus a 97-year-old who's dying. The sense of how precious this particularly from the time of where it's clear that the person's now incurable. Now, where to be, who to be with, the sense of love and engagement and all of that. I think that repeatedly comes to mind, um, because to an outsider they can look at this period as unadulterated suffering, or there's an empty period waiting for the person to die. But yet there's a lot of living that's occurring there as well, and so now none of us really can live at that intensity all the time. But I guess it's just a general sense of how precious life is. I guess the other aspect is uh, the importance of dignity, the dignity of the human person, being very conscious that even in the most abject stories that are unfolding there, or abject situations, people still are human, and maintaining that sense of dignity is extremely important. And people say to me, I've lost all my dignity. I'm no longer able to bath or toilet myself. Look at me. 12 months ago, I was perfectly independent. This is all gone. And trying to work out, okay, that's all those statements are true, but where is there any aspect of dignity that's preserved here? And I guess the inherent dignity, the dignity of you as a human being. And I say to patients, this disease has taken away many things from you, and will continue to do so, but it cannot take away who you are, your history, the sense of who you deep down are before this disease came on, and indeed now, and your legacy later. So trying to reach into that can be seen as a bit counterintuitive, but I think it's a very real and a very good thing to do, particularly when people are in a sense of despair. Love, absolutely, the sense of what love can do and what how precious that is. I think that's a very powerful and a seamless sense I've had from the time I've worked in this. I guess the other thing that I rose as a doctor, fortunately being in an era where we're quite sophisticated in symptom management, being able to deal with that. Now, not perfect, but better. But I guess your question is a broader one about mortality, isn't it? And
Well, I think that was very interesting in how patients can kind of what to focus on when life-limiting illnesses present. But I guess more personally for you, what have you
yeah,
changed in
yeah,
your life
yes,
now
yeah,
you've
yeah.
seen
So,
good deaths and bad deaths?
so I think, echoing what
Mm,
I've said,
mm,
how precious. So it's for me, holding the preciousness of life, and in doing my best to enjoy what's possible or be around a situation which is going to be affirming and good. So I think that's given me that big lesson.
yeah.
Is
What's an example of something like that? Like, is it just having a conversation and a glass of wine with
yep,
someone you
yep,
love and
yep,
just being present? Is
yep,
that the kind of thing you're talking
absolutely,
about?
absolutely, in ways that are quite remarkable when you sort of step back and say, but I'm going to have millions of those interactions. Yes, but each this one I'm going to like a lot. I'm going to get the most out of this one and continue to do that. And I think one of the other aspects that is a lesson I've learned is to slow things down, not to
Mm.
race ahead. I think we're both of us and people on the end of hearing this we're blessed with very, very quick minds. So I think to slow everything down is also a good lesson for me, just to think, okay, what's unfolding around here? What is important here? So that's a good thing. And also, I suppose the other aspect of that is, with people who are around me, respecting them and having the best sense of who they are
Yeah.
to me. I think that's really important as well. Never taking for granted anyone.
And slowing things down. Do you think writing and reflecting is a way of slowing time?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I've heard.
Yeah.
But has that helped you kind of slow time
Yes.
down in a sense?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, I think the role of a writer, or sorry, the act of writing or the act of storytelling requires you to slow down because you need to think. Okay, I can't. I mean, I could say it in a haiku, just well, yes, but that's barely saying anything. I need to slow things down to reflect the truth of what's unfolded. So the slowing down is a very good part of writing, I think. Yeah, and it's and it gets you to think. Okay, well, at that particular point, what were you thinking? Or okay, you're now shifting. Or that particular person, say in a medical narrative, they're shifting. So where is this going here?
What a wonderful clip that was. Hey, if you want more highlight clips of the Doctors Getting Coffee podcast, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you hit the bell icon next to it to get notifications whenever there's a new highlight clip. I'm releasing sometimes 4 or even 5 clips per week, then make sure you hit that button. Now, if you want to watch the entire video podcast, consider becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member to support the channel, and you will get, as one of your special privileges, access to the entire video podcast library. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.